Hi guys, I've officially started my second semester here at Harvard, and I want to document some of my thoughts which I have from the first semester, reflecting upon my time and how I want my second semester to look like. So the first semester is about 12 months long, and the first 2 to 3 weeks you just spend behind absorbing the fact that you're at Harvard. It's everyone, not just you, okay? I mean everyone, the whole class. You're new, you feel like you don't know what to do. Do you even belong here? There's a lot of imposter syndrome that kicks in, and you just try to find your place. You try to even see, like, what do you do with this opportunity? What do you kind of make out of this? Are you gonna get rich? Are you gonna get famous? Are you gonna find your passion? Are you gonna do, like, what's the point of being here? The first 2 to 3 weeks just disappear in all of those thoughts. Oh, and of course, not to forget all the classes. In the first 2 to 3 weeks, you kind of are slowly starting getting used to all the classes and professors, how to talk to them, how to interact with them, what questions to ask in class, when to talk, when to shut up, all those things. You're kind of like just adapting into your natural environment and making this place feel like home. The remainder of the first semester, everyone has a different experience. I think it depends on the classes that you're taking. I was taking 2 classes at Harvard Education School and 2 classes at MIT, which were more related to entrepreneurship. And the education school, I think I was just caught up in very bad classes. Like, I think no one ever told me that I need to be careful when I really select my classes, because even professors at Harvard, like, many times, and I've been pretty vocal about this, that those 2 classes, I did not learn anything. I pretty much wasted $15,000 paying for those classes. And I don't think I got anything of value out of those classes because they were very fluffy, fancy presentations, fancy slides, but the actual content that you're learning is almost not usable in real life, and it's not applicable. And the remaining 2 classes that I took were at MIT. And at MIT, I was taking like entrepreneurship, tech classes, and one was marketing and AI and all those things. It was life-changing. I think those 2 classes really taught me a new way of thinking. And in my personal opinion, this is what I came to Harvard for, because I want to learn. Okay, let me phrase it in the right way. I wanted to learn what I did not know that I need to know. Okay? Things that I don't even know that I need to know. This is what you pay for, and this is what you come to a place like this for, is to learn these things which you don't even know that you need to know. But when you learn them, those things are really going to change your life. And I think I got that at MIT for my first semester. So last semester ended. I pretty much spent the entire semester trying to find $100 million idea. I had some entrepreneurship gene in me which did not want to continue my current business and start a new business. And I think I got very distracted because of that, because I genuinely love what I do and I am good at it. I know that I can expand my business if I want to and help more students find a way to scale the business and stuff. But at MIT, there is a very tech-focused entrepreneurship department. Like, start a business, start a tech product, build it, scale it, and sell it, basically. So they're behind the valuation game, and I'm not behind the valuation game. I tried a couple of tech things, but in my heart and soul, my passion is education, higher education, specifically college admissions and all those things. And I decided that it doesn't make sense for me to go down making some AI for fashion or some AI in construction or something. I felt like I did not want to run down that AI race. One thing I quickly realized is that 50% of kids here are amazing. They're working on some amazing ideas, which I genuinely believe can be a multi-million-dollar idea. But the remaining 50% are kind of stuck in a little bit of peer pressure to become entrepreneurs because everyone else is doing it. So there is that pressure always. But because of that, what happens is that they try to push themselves in some business which they think they can do. And maybe they've talked to 3-4 customers who might be willing to pay for it. But then, yeah, it's I don't know, it's 50-50 still. Now let's come to this semester. So this semester started about 2 weeks ago, and I have all of my 5 classes at the Harvard Graduate School of Education. I actually tried to register for 1 class at MIT, but they rejected me because it was already full, and they need to prefer MIT students more than Harvard students. And the second class I tried to register was at Harvard Business School, but that also did not work out. So I'm here. However, there is actually many learning lessons here. Harvard Business School has some classes, and I have friends at the Harvard Business School who think that they are not learning a ton from their classes, because Harvard Business School follows something called the case method. If you're interested in it, you can Google about the HBS case method or something, where professors don't teach anything. You only read a case and you analyze the case and stuff, which very quickly I realized that it's not something that I wanted, because again, I wanted to learn what I did not know that I need to know, so I need some professor to actually work on a curriculum to come up with their own life lessons that they have learned in business over the last few years and teach those in classes. That's what I was looking for. So anyway, I'm in 5 classes at Harvard Graduate School of Education, and I am extremely happy with all the 5 classes. I actually want to list all of them just so you guys get an idea of what those 5 classes are. The first one is about human relationships. It's so important because in business, in personal life, in everything, human relationships are deep down important. It builds trust, and even in business, trust is very important, but of course in social life, trust is also very important. The next 2 classes are about higher education. One is higher education leadership, and one is higher education and law. This is very US university specific, which is what I specialize in. I studied here. I help students to study in the US and other countries. And I really love to understand, how do these universities function in the back end? What are the problems that they're actually going through? What are the leadership hustles that they're going through? And those 2 classes are so phenomenal. The professors are amazing. And I think I'm in awe with those classes, because I am learning things that I did not know that I need to know. The next class is called Strategic Enrollment Management, but in short, it's actually about college admissions. It's taught by someone who works at Harvard, another person who works at Harvard College Admissions Office, another one person that works in Dartmouth College Admissions Office, and some of these people also worked at UC Berkeley and all those things in the past. So it's really taught by the right people who have been behind closed doors in the admissions offices to understand what makes a great application, what are universities looking for, and why is college admissions so difficult. And to be honest, I am so surprised. These are exactly the things that I want to learn, and I would rather be in this class and not be in a HBS class studying some cases. The last class that I'm taking is in social entrepreneurship. This class is actually all about how to make a business a social venture. Because at the end of the day, when you chase profits, you come out as a very capitalistic business enterprise person, and people treat you like that. But I'm not into that. I'm actually into very social businesses where you can solve someone's problem, which is genuinely a problem, and try to make the most out of it for yourself and also for them. But first, you deliver the results. And this class has actually helped me to revamp my entire business model, and you can check it out on my website later and stuff. But it's, again, I can't really explain. I can make one video about each and every class if you would like, but these are 5 classes that I'm taking, and I'm very happy with these classes. And I'm looking forward to finishing the semester strong and then graduating at the end of the semester. All right, awesome. This was the kind of summary for my last semester and this semester, what's been happening in the first 2 weeks from Harvard Yard. And like this video, subscribe for more videos coming soon, and follow me on Instagram as well, and check out everything in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Here are the 5 classes that I'm taking this semester. The first one is empowering human relationships, really understanding how human relationships works from infancy to adulthood, and how we can be better humans, And it's very interesting because it has a lot of social and professional use cases to build trust amongst your peers. The second class is about college admissions. It's actually called Strategic Enrollment Management, which is taught by 2 people from Harvard, 1 person from Dartmouth College admissions offices. And we are actually learning the ins and outs of what happens behind closed doors in an admissions office. It really helps me to become a better counselor and learn all the insights of how to get my kids into the best university possible for them. The third class that I'm taking is higher education leadership. This is how universities are run. What happens behind closed doors in university leadership offices? What are they talking about? What problems are they facing? How are they improving the university campus? And how are those decisions made? The fourth class is about higher education and law. How are universities responsible to the government? What is the relationship between US universities and the government? Very interesting things happening there as well, because it also dives down a little bit into the visa issues, because at the end of the day you can get admission to a university, but you need to work with the government to get the visa to come there. The fifth class, what was the fifth class? Social entrepreneurship. The fifth class is called social entrepreneurship, which is about how to build social ventures, not purely for profit, because the reality of the world is that we connect with others if we solve their problems, and most businesses can actually be social businesses, and you can change small things. Like in my business, I changed my pricing strategy to make it a social entrepreneurship venture, which I genuinely believe actually works for most of my students. So learning a ton there, actually. In fact, the professor is amazing, and he's challenging me a lot to get out of my comfort zone in many different things, and I can share more there. But those are the 5 classes that I'm taking this spring 2026 semester here at Harvard.